And we are still completing the story of the companion of the jinn from Horror Stories. A story with real events full of horror and mystery, full of events that make children grow old. A story full of many lessons despite all the pain between its lines, but we learn from it not to be complacent about things that appear to us, and not to be complacent in treating people who only want us to do evil, and to do good, dealing with those who always deceive us. The story of the companion of the jinn, Part 5. All of them were moments, and I saw with my own eyes the cause of the heat that was emitted in my bedroom, as the entire room caught fire as soon as this strange lady climbed up and lay on my chest, and my vision in the flames around me was only obscured by the ugly face of the lady, which was almost glued to my face with it. The lady screamed at me, and it was only from me that I screamed like her. What should I do while I am facing all these bitter hardships on my own? Why are you screaming like that? Are you mad, or what happened to you? Look carefully at yourself and think about where you have reached. Are you screaming all these screams while you are sleeping? It was a question from my husband. Indeed, I was asleep. I got up from my place on the bed and turned left and right, and looked at the room around me, especially the cupboard. I found it closed, and the entire room was only my husband and myself. I found him screaming at me wanting lunch. I rushed to the kitchen to prepare food for him as quickly as I could, fearing a reaction that I did not want at all, especially since I was still trembling in fear of what I saw. I found him entering the kitchen behind me, and asking me why I was screaming in such a disturbing way while I was sleeping. So I told him everything that happened, but the strange thing is that I found him dealing with what I told him less than normal, as if the whole matter made no difference to him, and I found him referring everything she saw to being nothing but nightmares. The way he spoke was characterized by stagnation and extreme coldness, but I was not convinced of his words at all. I was then certain that it was not only a nightmare, and that it was something that did not bode well at all, but rather an omen of evil, and perhaps it was sounding the alarm to announce what was to come. To be continued.
Follow the full story. Please comment, like, and share.